Today, the moon continues in Cancer. We began this moon cycle with a Cancer new moon, and now we have come full circle, returning back to where we started with the Cancer moon. So we are completing a cycle. We are reflecting on self-care, what we've learned about self-care and our own needs throughout this moon cycle. And today I have some thoughts for you on why self-care does not have to take any time. I'm Marina Orms here with your Astro Vibe for Friday, August 2nd. We often think about self-care as something that we have to schedule in, right? Block out time on our calendar, need that day off, that hour to ourselves. And so we get into, or can get into a mindset of thinking we can't do it. And so blocking off time is great. I have no objection whatsoever to taking a day off, a week off, whatever you need, right? Hour to yourself, an afternoon to yourself, whatever it is. That's absolutely great. And if you can do that and it works for you, wonderful. Enjoy. But I want to remind us, some of us have busy lives, some of us are parents, some of us have things going on where we can't necessarily block out the time, or not in the ways that we think we should, right? And yesterday I was talking about beware of shoulds when it comes to thinking about your own self-care, because your self-care is what cares for you. That is the best self-care, is when you get your unique needs met that help you to thrive as who you are in your authenticity. So check out yesterday's video if you missed it. There was some great sharing there about how to think about self-care and authenticity. So, but what if you can't? What if you can't block out that time? What if you tried and failed to block out that time? What if that is where you are getting stuck in terms of thinking about your self-care? Well, I want to remind you that self-care has everything to do with quality, some to do with quantity. Quantity is always good too, but let's not forget the power of quality when we think about self-care. So, what are the things you're already doing in your day? Are you eating meals? Are you driving to work? Are you going to bed at night? And if you're not doing those things, don't worry, because find something that you do. I guarantee you do something during the day. And so if going to bed at night is your issue and challenge, and it triggers you to try and think about where you're failing at having good rest or whatever, just shift out of that mindset, because whatever you are doing, even if it's not sleeping, right? Even if it's not eating, whatever you are doing, you can bring more quality to that experience. And so even if it's in your suffering, and I'm not saying you should be suffering, but I'm saying that whatever experience you're having, you can invite in the quality of self-care into that experience. And okay, so finding something that is routine for you, that you do, that you're going to do in your day, how can that be your time of self-care, right? Maybe when you're eating your breakfast, maybe when you're drinking your coffee, maybe when you're driving to work and you're listening to something that is interesting or gives you pleasure. The ways that we think about self-care can be built into our daily lives. And so thinking about what you can do or how you can improve the quality of what you already do. And this is such a powerful way to shift how we think about ourselves and how we get our needs met. Because when we start with where we're at, right, not expecting us to be at some unachievable goal or some goal that we haven't reached yet, we can say, hey, here's where I am right now. How can I love myself in this experience? Right? So, even if you're dealing with health issues or difficulty getting your basic needs met, you can still bring in the quality of caring for yourself into that experience. Even if you're going through something hard or challenging, you can acknowledge, hey, this is hard. This is challenging. This does not feel good. I don't like this. Even that kind of way of talking to yourself can be self-care, because what you're doing is you're not saying you're wrong for having this experience. You're saying you're having this experience. The power of that is, I mean, it's subtle, but it's so, so powerful. And so shifting, how can you shift the quality of your experiences that you're already having? And this is something you could plan for, right? You could journal out about it, write out, here's something that I experienced. Here's how I could look at that differently. Here's how I can send myself love in this experience. Or you can try to remember to do it in the moment. Can you take a deep breath? Can you say, hey, I don't know how to fix this, but I love myself anyway? Whatever it is for you. So bringing in that positive quality. And your breath is such a simple way to shift energy, to reframe thinking. So, taking a deep breath is a great thing to do, but even sometimes we have trouble taking a deep breath if we're having lung issues or sinus issues or whatever. So any breath you are taking, you can do this with, and just allowing love to come in to yourself with your in breath, and allowing whatever you don't need, whatever is not helping or nurturing or nourishing you, let that energy go out with your out breath. Right? You're breathing all the time. You have to breathe to live. So whatever you're doing in your day, you're breathing, and you can bring your awareness to this breathing in of good, loving, kind, caring energy, and releasing what is not loving, kind, or caring. And just by bringing your attention, your focus to how to invite in love for yourself, you are shifting the energy, and that is caring for you. And then from that place of coming present to yourself, you might discover another option, another way of thinking about your needs or your self-care, or how to improve the experience you're having. So I hope that's helpful. Thank you so much for being here. I am Marina Orms, and you can learn more about me at astrologyheals.com. Thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing. I'm here every day with Astrology for Unshakable Self-Care. Today, in this moon cycle, we're thinking about self-care and caring. So the best ways to care for ourselves. And there's always some insight to be had about how to better care for ourselves. So thank you for being here, and stay with me as we head into the weekend and the Leo new moon, a shift in energy, more into creativity and self-expression. So more on that as we head into the weekend. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.